Thank you everybody for tuning into Smitty Smith and for the love of gaming. Today I am bringing you a video review of TNT Racers, and I need to make one thing perfectly clear from the onset of this. I hate racing games. They're just, it's not that they're not fun or interesting or well done, it's just I'm not very good at them. I've never bothered to get good, but when an arcade racing game pops up, I'll give it a try because I want to like them. It's just that I'm so bad at them. I'm the guy that, drives into you at the corner in order to get around you rather than try to draft and go around the other way. It's just more fun for me that way. However, I do need to say games like Burnout Paradise, Split Second, Blur, things like that are really arcade-ish. Those are fun to me. But let's get into the gameplay that we have here. Basically, this is the the epitome of the word arcade when it comes to racer, and that makes it that much fun. You start when you have an option for, I think, 4 or 5 cars, and you'll have the opportunity later on in the games to unlock more cars. Now, there are different game modes. They range from basically knockout mode, and what that is if the lead racer gets too far ahead, and the camera will follow the lead racer, then what happens is the person who falls off the screen at the end loses. Alright, and what happens at that point is whoever's left on screen at the end gets a certain amount of points, and there are different rounds or waves to each match, to each race, and your objective is to gain the most amount of points and win. Now, as you're racing, you're going to see something that's very Mario Kart-esque, and that's the orbs that are generally in every corner. And what they do is they give you a power-up you can use. You can use things like smoke or grease. You could even use something like a giant weight that you can shoot into the back of somebody as the suction cup it to them in order to make them go slower. All right, and obviously that's used to win the race, especially when you're trying to win a knockout race. Now, there's also the smoke will blind them and put them off the road, and there's also these floating coins which actually give you an immense number of points, and those are key to winning any game that's point based. So those are very important as well. The gameplay itself is it's pretty straightforward. You accelerate with R or A depending on how your control scheme is set up, and you brake with either B or left trigger. I was using my Speed Freaks. If you don't know what freaks are, check out controlfreak.com, and you can pick up a pair for relatively cheap amounts. But I was using them, and it certainly made the game easier to play. You can see from how I'm turning and things like that it's fairly simple to control, and it's genuinely fun. This is a decent game, especially if you like shooters, and I'm sorry, not shooters, but racing games that incorporate shooter aspects. The audio is decent, not anything you wouldn't expect for a game like this, and overall the fun factor is there. I recommend this to anybody, again, who likes racing games, who enjoys multiplayer, because there is a multiplayer mode, there's a single player mode, and there's different types of races. You have the knockout mode, you have what's called a ghost mode, which after you're knocked out you can come back as a shadow.